as soon as you hear.
Come on, prophet.
He gives him instructions.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
He doesn't tell him at the time yet, but he's giving him instructions. When you hear the sound, you'll not. The version I read, I had my wife's Bible. I said it says fall down, not kneel down. It says fall down, you'll worship the image, right?
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Yes,
And I'm going to put this in here. And you're going to go, and everybody's been here all week, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I seen everybody probably did it. You walk by, there's music playing. So what do? You start dancing because you hear the song. Yesterday, me and my wife had to walk through on 5. What was the theme? The 70s.
Yeah.
You walk through that, and you're going, well, I know that song. And that music will take you right back to the place you were and who you were with, and at that moment,
Yes.
and what you were doing. Good or bad. It'll bring you right back there. And you'll remember it in detail. Your mind will grab that because of that song, that music, the sound brought you right into it, right?
Right.
Okay. Got that. In verse 5 it says, when you hear the sound, he says you'll kneel down. You'll fall down. And if you don't, I'm going to throw you into the furnace. Quick instructions, right? Throw you into the furnace, right?
All right, prophet.
You know what brought this out? COVID brought that out. You don't think how they turned the 3 boys in, the 3 Hebrew children in?
Yep.
You don't think in COVID, did you see that happen? How quickly everybody bowed down to the government? Right? I'm just me, personally, now. I was rebellious against the mask. Because I personally didn't believe it worked. I wore respirators in my business, a welding background. They got an intake and expert. So whatever. I'm not going to get all that detail. But I was kind of rebellious against it. Right? Do you believe people would turn people in because you didn't have the mask on?
They so did.
And if you had to fly at that time, them stewardesses made you, every time I sit down here, I'm trying to talk. And guess what? That thing would slide down your nose. And then pull it back up.
Yeah.
And that's why people got irritated. Because so COVID turned people in.
Wow.
That you were doing something that the law said you couldn't do.
Right.
All right. Just modern time?
Yeah.
My God. Come on, prophet.
That's it.
Now, in the summertime, you can realize you can hear stuff grow.
Yeah.
In the summertime, in the hot summer nights, I grew up in a farm country. Field corn, what's it used for feeding animals. I grew up in a farm country. Our entertainment was being outside at night.
Yeah.
We used to say in August, hot summer nights, you could hear the corn growing. You actually could. If you went out instead of the field corn at that night when that corn's growing, because you could get up from one day to the next, and that corn would be, well, that corn just shot right up. It did. You could hear it growing.
Wow.
But you had to be able to listen to it.
Wow. You had to hear the sound.
You had to be in that field.
That's good.
Well, you don't think that seed coming up out of the ground makes a noise when it starts pushing that ground back? All right, here we go for right. Here was a sound this morning we got at home. We become grandparents. And you don't think when that woman gave birth, is there sound? Yeah! When that sound comes forth.
Come on, prophet.
Come on now.
My God.
Come on, hallelujah.
Yes, God.
Okay.
Yes, God.
4 times sound appears. The word sound in that chapter.
Yeah.
In verse 10. Again, he says about the sound. This is where they got turned in. They didn't bow down when they heard the sound. Somebody turned them in. So you heard the sound. That's just a rule of the game. Now you're going to have to hear that sound. And I can tell you sounds. So 4 times he talks about the government structure and the sound coming. And they give instructions. People were waiting for somebody to do something wrong so I could turn you in.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. That's so true. Come on.
So you got to hear for the sounds you hear. So, and I shared briefly, one of the sounds of the songs of the 70s and the 80s was that everybody knows it in here. And if I was to play it, you'd all start doing the motions of it.
My God.
And on a dance floor, if you got a wedding going on or celebration going on, and no DJ can get anybody up to dance, they'll put this song and everybody get up to dance. I heard it several times here. Why did they do it here? Because it puts people up in YMCA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
From the Village People. Let me give you a little history about the YMCA song. The Village People group were all gay.
Yeah.
Right.
The YMCA, the Young Christian Men's Association. Young Men's, okay, it's a Christian-based thing.
Right.
I had one in the town. Also, what they did with the young men there was a boarding house.
Mm-hmm.
It sure was.
My
Yep.
God, prophet.
Yep.
My God.
And if, I'm not bringing up all that lyrics, but if you went down and you listened to the song, I looked up the song and I went, wow, it'll change you. It has everything you need.
Come on.
Stay there.
Yeah.
It was a smorgasbord of them. That's what I call it. Best way to describe it. I'm going to go stay at the YMCA. All these young men are usually, well, I can't find a place to stay. I'm going to stay there now. I'm going to pray on you.
Come on.
Jesus.
That's what they did.
All right? That's what they did. So now,
They did.
let me take you over to a song that was popular with me. The Eagles. The group The Eagles. Southern folk, right? Come out, there was some good song. Then when they come out with Hotel California, it was a very demonic song from the pit of
Yes, it
hell.
was. Yes, it was.
But it was their music already a couple albums earlier. It just sucked, it brought you right in because it was a group. Everybody has their groups that brought you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Everybody.
Everybody.
But the groups start out one way, but they end up another way
Yeah.
because of what they bring into it. So in the Hotel California, she was standing there waiting for them. You may enter, but you may never leave.
Yep.
So you all know it.
Yep. Demonic song.
You may enter, but you may never leave. You can check out,
But you could never leave.
but you can never leave.
You could never leave.
And I'm trying to kill the beast with the steely knife.
Yep.
So the needles. I'm trying to kill the beast. Trying to escape. So you may check out, but you may never leave.
Jesus.
Yep.
I'm thankful that I have a praying mother. I'm thankful that I had a praying mother.
Me too.
That wouldn't let go of me because I was headed down that road
Come on.
and I didn't check out.
Come on. Come on.
Hallelujah.
I didn't check out. But those are two songs, right? So here we go. World stuff, right? Sunday night we were down here staying in Galveston, and Phoebe and Mario come over the room. We were chatting, we're sitting there, and guess what? Come on, BTET, the Stellar Awards. So we were sitting there watching, right? And I said, I can't even understand what these people are singing.
Some of them.
And I asked this to her, I said, can you understand what this
Some of
groups are saying? I didn't even know who they were, right? Some of the people, they had all the smoke and they had the dancers and everything else. But I'll tell you, one person that come on there that sang was CeCe Winans.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And she stepped out there and sang, and there was nothing else going on but her, and she commanded a presence. The other ones all had all the. See, I looked at that and I'm going, they brought the world into the music. But CeCe Winans did not bring all that stuff with her. She's commanded.
Come on.
Her presence commanded something. So, anyways, in our travels here, the other city we were at, first one, we got a taxi. We went someplace. We told them we want to stop at a church. We stopped at a church. Our taxi driver stopped at this church. We stopped, introduced and got to the pastor, right? Everything that was said previous to that about praying in the Holy Ghost, making the groan. I got in, the pastor come out. I didn't know he wasn't there. He come walking out of the office. I introduced myself, talked to him. I says, "Can I pray for you?" He said, "Sure." I grabbed his hand. I don't speak Spanish. I can pray the Holy Ghost, right? I can pray that way. And I commanded. I said, the prophecy to the man was, I said, there's a witch and a warlock in the city. I said, God just raised his hand up against them. And I said, they're going to be in your church and give their life. They're going to be the biggest contributor to your money loss.
Amen.
Then Phoebe